Hey, it's your boy the Crypto Goon, and shout out to all my crypto goons for pulling up. This one right here is for all my Zebecians. Now, before we get to the chart, I predicted exactly what was going to happen with Zebec Network, and it happened. Let's rewind that tape.
Right now, if I pull out the Fibonacci, and let's just say we go from these lows to this high, this current high, which we haven't had an exhaustion yet, meaning a pullback. So this high could go a little bit higher before the whales take profit. I would wait for this thing to come back down into this area right here. Okay, so I'll draw a line like this.
As you can see here, we came down exactly to the 50% retracement and we popped back up. Shout out to everybody that got in on that. I did for sure. Now, with the Bet Network, the path to 1 cent. I know that, of course, with all cryptos, it doesn't matter if it's a shit coin, like a meme coin, or if it's a utility coin. I know that the market cap boys want to have their opinion. That's totally fine. Shout out to y'all. Let me know down in the comments, and also let me know if you got in on Zebec. Now, before we get to the rest of the video, I just want to show you all the next big gem, and that's Doge Anu. And this is such a big one that Elon Musk just followed. As you can see right here on the Doge Anu X account, Elon Musk is a follower of Doge Anu, and he even posted about them recently. As you can see right here, theme of the day, and he has Doge Anu, as you can see on their website. And this is actually the real deal Elon Musk account. Now here's their official website with instructions on how to buy, and you have 8 days left to get in on the pre-sale. And it's as easy as connecting your wallet. You can use Trust, you can use MetaMask, you can use Coinbase, and there are 500 plus other wallets available to connect to get access to Doge Anu. Everything is on their website and transparent. Now let's take a look at Dogecoin. Look at how crazy Dogecoin went when it first came out. Remember Shiba Inu? Look at how crazy Shiba Inu went when it first came out. So make sure you don't miss Doge Anu. Again, this was co-signed by Elon Musk himself. Doge Anu, the next people's crypto. Don't fade this one. Hold tight and enjoy the ride. Use the Fibonacci. Obviously, we use the Fib to forecast exactly where Zebec was going to turn around. Now, currently, I have the Fib reversed right here, as you can see, and this is how I come up with the price targets. So the 141 is always law for me. I say this in every video. Get used to it. 1 cent. All right. So we're looking forward to hit 1 cent. Now, I know a lot of people are going to ask when. There isn't anybody on the planet that can tell you when something is going to happen. Okay. The exact time, date, minute, hour. Nobody can tell you that. Maybe the president of the United States or somebody that has, intelligence on everything, right? But somebody on YouTube, somebody on Instagram, somebody on TikTok or X, nobody can tell you when it's going to hit, okay? But with these price targets, we are always patient, okay? That's what this game is about, is patience. And even in my previous videos, when Zebec went crazy, I said, you know what? Watch this, I'm going to wait. And then waited for it to come down and took advantage of, right? Of the move down. Now, when this move down happened, people all over social media were crying. People on CoinMarketCap were crying because most people aren't patient. Everybody wants to become a multi-millionaire overnight, and it is not going to happen, okay? I am 38 years old. It took me, I guess you can say, 30 years to even reach that status, okay? So just to give you all some frame of reference, or to slow you down and pump your brakes, it will happen when it's meant to happen. You got to keep grinding, you got to keep hustling, you got to keep learning. Okay, that's where a lot of people get it wrong, right? That's why most people lose money in crypto. Believe it or not, most people do not make money with cryptocurrency. The majority don't, because as soon as they get a red day, the dumb money buys at the top, they sell it, and they sell it at a loss, and then they never re-enter. Okay, that's just the reality of this thing. Sorry to ramble. Now, again, this is the path to 1 cent with Zebec Network. You got to keep it tight. You got to stay locked in. Now, just looking at CoinMarketCap, we only got 70,000 votes. 88% of people are saying that they are bullish. The market cap is up 14.89% and is currently at 362.62 million. The volume is up 87.98% in the past 24 hours. Okay, something to pay attention to. Now, one thing that I always talk about, Google Trends, based on the YouTube searches. Please learn this, okay? This is how you can know when to get out and when to get in and when to get out. Me personally, I don't hold these coins forever, okay? Some of them I don't even hold. I may just use the spot market and just trade it that way, right? Because I may not have the wallet that where I can get access to some of these coins, okay? Now, one thing I will say is that Zebec is missing access to, being on exchanges like a Coinbase. It'll probably be too late for the average person then. But shout out to everybody that's paying attention, that's locked in now, that has access, that's using whatever wallet to get access to Zebec. Now, on the to interest over time on YouTube searches, right? As you can see, May 25th to the 31st of 2025, when these things reach 100, this is when dumb money enters, and this is when the whales exit. This is when they use the dumb money as their liquidity. The dumb money gets dunked on. Okay, so if we look at this, right, May of 2025, if we come over here, where is that? This top is this large candle at the very top. That's when the smart money exited and the dumb money entered. Okay, it's called liquidity. All right, so we're looking at the monthly chart. So this is something that you should definitely pay attention to, because this can tell you when to take profit. Me, I always take profits when it's between the 75 and 100, and I just re-enter later when after the dumb money gets dunked on and we go into a correction. Just re-enter. It's fine. Like, I'll be honest, I had no idea about Zebec Network. There's so many cryptocurrencies, right? Especially with this YouTube channel. These companies reach out to me. These different people ask me about different cryptos. There's so many, right? So when I saw this large candle, I said, okay, let me come over here to Google Trends. Okay, I'll wait for the whales to sell their shares and turn people into exit liquidity. That happened. We came down to the 50. I got in, and then now we're launching off. Okay, it's that simple. No emotion tied to it. I don't get married to any of these cryptocurrencies. These technologies, most of them will become redundant. Some will become obsolete. Okay, as soon as tomorrow. Okay, so just for me, I'm not pressed over any of them. The only one that people probably should be pressed over is Bitcoin, because it's a store of value currently. Maybe XRP because of the moves that they're making. But I don't think that Zebec will end up becoming that high or that large of a cryptocurrency, because again, a lot of these technologies are redundant. Luckily enough, XRP's been around long enough, and they have some of the best relationships in the White House and in other in other countries, right? Institutions. They had a head start on that. But when it comes to somebody that's starting at the back of the line, I mean, come on, all it takes is for XRP to say, we'll get into the payroll side and they'll kill it, right? Or they could just straight up buy Zebec Network. We don't know, right? But I'm just using that as an example. That's just always my train of thought. I don't get married to any company. And I learned this because I'm old enough to know about the .com bubble. People that got married to companies back then went bankrupt. Okay, you gotta get your money, get out. That's always my motto. Again, it's not the crypto goon for nothing. Okay, I used to hustle. This is this real life. Okay, like I used to really do it. Okay, get your money and get out. Okay, so with that being said, shout out to all my Zebecians. Again, keep it locked. Definitely, if you're somebody that's dollar cost averaging, buy and hold, whatever, most of y'all are probably doing pretty good. Stay away from these tops. When you see the market create a new top, stay away from it. Just like when Zebec finally hits 1 cent, people are going to buy at 1 cent, and the rest of us are going to dunk on them and liquidate. Okay, so I appreciate you all tapping in. It's the #1 goon, never the 2. Crypto Goon. Shout out to all my goons and my Zebecians. Crypto Goon out.